Let me tell you something. Any man that want to be by himself in this place is a man with a death wish. Because in this place, you don't get but two things. You get hell or you get Jesus. And there ain't nothing in between.
Well, I've already got Jesus, so I guess that means I get both.
Look, man, it ain't a man alive who appreciates being treated like an animal, okay? Even if you acted like one. And you're not the only one in here who feel like that you shouldn't be in here. There are a whole lot of other brothers feel the same way, and some of them probably right. But the truth is that they in here, and you in here, and we all in God's hands, okay?
Wow. I love that scene. That is from the new movie, Seasons of Grey. Now, it came out on DVD this week, and you'll be interested to know it's the modern retelling of the story of Joseph. And a Texas church, a North Texas church, is behind the movie. So joining us now here in studio are Todd Wagner, the senior pastor at Watermark Church, and producer Chris Mano. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, thanks for coming in, guys.
Hi, Jeff.
We appreciate you being here.
Yeah,
I got to say, you know, all of us who are kind of watching films, feature films on a regular basis, know that there are more faith-based films, I guess, coming out. This one really is impressive. I got to say that. I think people will find that it really stands apart for the production value, the acting, and the screenwriting.
Well, thank you. You know, one of the things I tell my friends is when I'm out with them and they introduce me, I say, don't introduce me as your pastor, because that apparently changes everybody's response to me right away.
It changes the conversation, right?
And so, frankly, we love when people see Seasons of Grey and they don't think, oh, this is a Christian movie. We didn't make a movie to be a Christian movie. We made a great movie that happens to have themes that everybody cares about.
Okay.
Redemption, forgiveness, hope, restoration.
So there's a lot of ways that you can do the business that a church is in the business of doing, right? And bringing people closer to a walk with faith or with Christ. So why go this way? Were you frustrated with what Hollywood is doing currently? Why make a movie?
Yeah, I'll grab this one, and I'll just say this. We weren't frustrated with what Hollywood is doing. Hollywood does what Hollywood does. You know, I always tell people when a non-believer makes garbage or sins, don't be mad at them. They're just fulfilling the job description. And so Hollywood's got some great people in it, too. But Hollywood's in the business of making money, right? We're in the business of participating with Christ and the Spirit of God to change lives. And so one of the things that we want to do is introduce people to a story about transformation and hope. And so we grabbed a movie, and we had guys like Chris that were part of our body that were gifted in storytelling, gifted in movie making, and we said, come on, let's do this thing together.
So, Chris, let me ask you this. How do you go about producing a film of this caliber that has a definite agenda to it, right? I mean, there's something you want people to take away from this film that may not be the same as what a conventional feature film would have as a goal or an ambition.
Well, I think it starts out as just you want to make a great movie, and you want to make something that people are going to enjoy seeing. And so I think that's the common goal. And so when you make a film, you want it to be something that the audience is going to identify with. Everyone's telling a story. Everyone has a message you're trying to get across. And so really it's the same thing as making any other picture. And just so we chose to do a story from the Bible.
So did you start with the script?
Yeah, Sarah Stellick was the writer of the screenplay. She's married to Paul Stellick, the director. And they thought through tons of stories, thinking what would be the right one, and just the story of Joseph just kept coming up. It's just such an epic story, which is a dumb idea for first-time filmmakers. Why would you do such an epic story?
So big.
Yeah, but it was a great creative exercise to kind of whittle that down.
And so tell us how the story developed. It's set in Texas.
Set in Texas.
And what happens, basically?
Well, basically, in a nutshell, you have the younger of a series of brothers who he is in conflict with his older brothers. He's favorited by his father. He's kicked off the family ranch because the brothers get angry at him. And he finds a place here in Dallas where he gets kind of rises to power. He's falsely accused, gets sent to prison for something he didn't do. And through providence, he's able to find his way out and have a chance to either forgive or take vengeance on his brothers.
Wow.
Yeah, and so you know, what we tell folks is that, look, we're not really trying to get people excited about the story of Brady Gray or even Joseph. And it is important. Sometimes people hear we make a movie about Joseph, and we're talking about Joseph Pharaoh, not Joseph Mary. Right?
Yeah, right. That so, Joseph. Yeah, it's the other Joseph.
That Joseph.
Right.
And so, but what I'd say is that, you know, what we really want to do is even the story of Joseph harkens to the greatest story ever told.
Yeah.
With a story of one who was rejected by his brothers, who was beloved of the Father, who they put away and left for dead, who in fact wasn't dead but ascended to a place of great power. where from that position he can offer for his brothers the one thing they desperately need, which in the case of Joseph Pharaoh was forgiveness and provision for food and life.
So,
and then certainly with the story of Jesus, it was similar.
Where can people find this film?
Okay, Walmart, Amazon.
Is it going to be in theaters, or is it direct to DVD?
We already had a theatrical rollout, so starting in August of last year, we did a limited release.
Right.
We were in 14 different states, and I forgot how many cities at this point in time.
Right.
And even before that, we did a limited release here in Dallas, which was very popular. So it's been in theaters, and the cool thing is it can still be in your town. So if you check out the movie at Walmart, or you go to your Christian bookseller and you buy it, and you really like it, you can go to seasonsofgrey.com, and you can bring the movie to your city, and you can host it. And
online petition, that kind of thing?
Well, you sign up, you become a promoter, and if you get up to about 65 people, then it will get loaded into a theater.
Seasons of Grey, not to be confused with Shades of Grey.
But let them be confused to come to this one.
Okay,
It would be awful if they went the other way.
They might be pleasantly surprised.
I think they would.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you being here.
You bet.
All right, we'll be right back with a daily quiz. Stay here.